Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to some more DayZ. My name is Raven from the Sky. Let's play. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back. Hopefully, we don't get attacked by a pack of wolves. Server reset. New day. New time to explore, right? New opportunity. Start the day anew. Let's go. What's that? Sherpa hat. I don't really remember seeing that. I think it may have maybe brand new, may not be. Oh, I think it. I don't think it is. I need some epoxy plate to repair this helmet. It's not badly damaged, but it's damaged, and you basically want to keep your items in the best condition you can possibly keep them in. Try to keep everything pristine as much as you can. I know if you're out of, the thread, you're out of this sewing kits, and you're out of the leather repair kits. You just gotta roll with the punches, right? You really don't have a choice until you can find, unless you find whatever you have on, like the mask I'm wearing, unless you find like a brand new mask, brand new. Which more likely you will. Places like this, you'll find it. The military bases, the towns. It's not exclusive, at least not to my knowledge. This loot is not exclusive to just the military bases. I think the helmets are, but the ski mask I don't think is exclusive to military bases. The tactical vest and the helmets are. Cargo pants aren't, to my knowledge. Usually find those in like those garages, sheds, maybe hunting shacks. I'm not sure if they switch the loot around. There's usually garages I usually find this in. Or those tool sheds. It's one of the two. I find cargo pants. I'll find them here too, but I'm just saying they're not exclusive. All right. Canteens. Like military outposts, guard shacks, mainly military bases. I don't think they're exclusive as well. I think they are. I don't know. They might be. I just said I don't think they are exclusive. I think they are. I said I don't think, and I think in the same sentence. Like, make up your mind, Raven. But yeah. All right. So, what do? Simple. Actually, it's not simple. When you first spawn in, right, you want to find yourself some food, all right? Now wait a minute. I think you spawn with one food item already, or half of one. You may not know what's called, but Janara, check that out. Doors don't open by themselves, I don't think. It's not to my knowledge. Now, you have two options when you're in a situation like this. You can either go and inspect, and they're going to hear your footsteps, or choose to keep on keeping on, which is what I'm going to do. Now, if he comes into my field of view, that's a different story, but right now he's not in my field of view. Although I saw that door open. See how this is what I'm talking about? It sounded like somebody was right here. See, the last time I was at this freaking base, that door did that. Remember I was going to that tent over there and that door opened. I'm like, doors don't open by themselves, but when I think about it, they do. When you spawn in after a server reset, right? Inside, you'll notice like sometimes the doors are open right back up. So when I think about it, they do open by themselves. But I think most of the time they don't. But I'm not spawning in right after the server reset. It's been like an hour, almost 2 hours since the server reset. So I'm not hopping right in right after. Usually if you hop right in, like, the server says that you give about, because they're not going to let you hop right back in. At least not, oh, the server's shutting down. So you just keep getting that stupid message. So you can't hop right back in. It's going to be like at least like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. So if you hop back in during that time frame on the inside, doors will do that. Maybe that's what it is. But it's been 2 hours. That's why I say more likely it's not. But I'm just going to keep on keeping on. I'm not going to, don't start nothing, won't be anything. But like when I first got to this island, what was it? 3, 4, 5 episodes ago? We were entering the island. The guy was exiting, and it was on the main strip like this. I didn't have a choice. I could have kept on keeping on, but he shot at me, And I shot at him, and I was gonna shoot at him anyway because I didn't want to, take a chance. You're on the main strip and you're face to face. You see another survivor, and they're not talking. Neither one of you are talking. What do you think is gonna happen? Are you gonna wait and try to figure out what's gonna happen? No. And shoot, you can't tell me nothing now. I got an AK and a Vega. Shoot, when you geared up, that it almost gives you a death wish. Like what? Mess with me now. I don't care. What you got? What you gonna do? My gun's is just as good as yours. More, maybe even better. Especially if they got mid-tier loot and you got high tier. You got a slight advantage. And I got all the advantage up close with a Vega. This bad boy. Full auto. Boom, 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 boom. You're dead. You're dead. Up close, medium, close range, especially close range. You're dead. Now, right up close, as I said before, you can't shoot. Like when you smother the person, and you can use that as a strategy. Someone did that against me once. When you're right up close like this, wow, see that? You smother, so you can't shoot. And you should be able to hip fire from third person. You know what I mean? You should be able to hip fire. Like you can hip fire on Call of Duty. Like you can hip fire on Fortnite. I don't know why, out of all these patches, we can't hip fire, at least not in third person. And at least not in the way that's other shooting games that you hip fire. Counter-Strike Go lets you hip fire. I think that seems like how the majority of players play the game. That makes no sense. You sit here like this. Someone gets up close when and Call of Duty, someone gets up that close, you can press right trigger and fire and blow their guts through their spine. I'm trying to make sure that wasn't a bear rendering in. Okay, that's grass. Far when it was moving like a bear. I had to make sure brown bear. I had to double check. But that makes no sense. But yeah, find some food, better clothing if you can. But first you want to find food, water, and you want to get some warmth. Like you see those pluses down at the bottom left there? Or thermometer, that's a heat buff. What that heat buff is going to do is it's going to provide you continuous warmth while you travel. At least, I want to say 20 minutes, 10, 20 minutes at least. The heat buff, you usually only just get one plus symbol before the update back on Chernarus or any part of the game. But Livonia was a summer map, so it was really no need to have a heat buff. Chernarus, and it would last like 10 minutes. I don't really time this one, so I don't know. But you definitely want to get at least the heat buff, even if it's just one plus. It'll provide you warmth while you search for better loot. Right? You'll get some low to mid-tier loot when you first spawn in them towns. You're not gonna really find any high-tier loot unless you take out another high tier. You get lucky, take out another high tier player. You find mid-tier, you take your double barrel and blow the back of his head off. And he totally didn't had no unaware that you were there. Right? You got lucky. He was looting. You got lucky, and that's your high tier loot. Other than that, you're gonna have to make your way to a military base. But let's start small, right? I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but there's always new players and new people watching, so that's always new information to them. But let's start small. After you hydrate yourself and find some food, I'm skipping over steps. Before that, you want to find a stone knife. You want to find a stone path. I'm sorry, not a stone path, but a dirt path. Those spawn the most small stones to where you can easily craft easily craft a stone knife. I don't depend on the steak knife you start with. They are generous enough to give us a steak knife, but I'm telling you, after you build your first fireplace, it's gonna ruin. And then what? So it's best to use the stone knife and the steak knife, but don't just depend on the steak knife. It's gonna ruin. After you fillet your first fish, it's gonna ruin. After you build your first fire, it's gonna ruin. So, because it's already in badly damaged when you spawn. Okay, this game is about survival, and they're not about hand-holding. But once you get the hang of the game, it's almost like an easy mode almost. But I'm assuming you don't have the hang of the game, and I'm assuming you're watching this, yeah, for entertainment, but for information purposes as well. And you're trying to figure out, well, what's DayZ about? Or you're just a simple fan of DayZ, and you just look at a fellow DayZer, see how they survive out of curiosity, being a curious kitten. Well, curious kitten, welcome to the channel. My name is Raven from the Sky, and I do a variety of gameplays. I don't just do one, although I do have series mainstays on the channel, seasonal series I like to call them. But this one, I was so excited to place a call, and I was like, man, I'm not gonna wait till June to air this. We're gonna air this now. So I've been playing this ever since launch, for sure. And I aired it. I said I'll go ahead and air it in January versus having y'all wait till June. It'll run from January to about this month. I might extend it to August. I might not. This season was already longer than previous seasons. Usually the season is only about a month or so, maybe 2 long. And we're going in like 6. Shut. This is January. Yeah, about 5-6 months long. Maybe I should just keep on recording, do it year round. Maybe. If enough people want it, I might do it. I don't know. But you want to grab a long stick. Alright. Let's get off topic there. We're going to grab a long stick and you're going to make a fishing rod. Alright. Find some guts from another player. Find some guts from another player or, what you call it? Or, guts from a animal that's been hunted, or matter of fact, combine some paper. You can make a rope out of paper as well. It's probably the easiest route. Alright, and then take that steak knife, dig up a worm. It's probably gonna ruin, but that's okay. Or the stone knife. You're gonna get the stone knife is easier to find the steak knife. There are other knives in the game if you're new to the game. Don't worry, that's not the only knife. Those are the only 2 types of knives, but it's the easiest that's readily available versus you trying to gamble with finding a random knife in a house. Alright. A for sure knife is the stone knife. And the steak knife you start with, but pristine condition, the stone knife. Okay. Dig up a worm. You're gonna harvest another stick, break it down to a short stick, or harvest a short stick and then craft a wood hook. Alright, put the worm on the hook, worm on the fishing rod, put the worm on the hook, put the worm. You now have a makeshift fishing rod. You now have a resource. You have unlimited food now, believe it or not, because you can just keep fishing, making more hooks, digging up more worms. If you find a pickaxe, you dig up like 3 or 4 at a time. That's the best versus using knives and sitting there all day only digging up one. And every time you fish, you use that one worm instead of being able to reuse it. Alright. Fishing is so easy. It's really OP. But that's the thing to do if it was a real zombie apocalypse. I mean, you'd still be able to, the best thing would be to fish and forage from the trees if you're plant-based like me. You know? Forage from the trees, grow your own food. Like I said, if you're plant-based like me. But if you're like an omnivore, and you'd be like hitting up the ocean, river, the sea, wherever you're at, pond, and you're in your, if you got a nice neighborhood complex, the pond's got fish in it. But eventually the pond is like a single body of water. I don't think the pond runs out. Depending on the type of pond you have, they don't usually, I don't think they run out until tactical shirt. Now I'm gonna keep the jacket. They don't run out until like the river or the ocean. Some do, but I've seen some ponds like they just sit. You know. Some are even for decorational purposes. Like you can't well, you can't fish. No fishing allowed. No ice skating when it snows and freezes. No ice skating. No fishing. So what the fudge? The pond is just for decorational purposes only? I guess so. Just there to look at. There to freaking look at. Anyway. That would be the best course of action. But anyway, back to DayZ. You want to fish? Get yourself let me show you what you'll be getting. Get yourself a steelhead trout, pollock. So far, that's the only two that I've been pulling in Sakal. But you'll pull like the mackerel, the carp. Get yourself some. Look at that. Look at that seafood boil. Steelhead trout, pollock, and shrimp. Basically, if you want to know how to catch shrimp, and you missed my last couple videos, how to catch shrimp, you want to craft a small fish trap here. Place it in the water, at the shore. Place it in the water, and then place a worm inside, and you'll catch shrimp. I didn't even know shrimp was in the game, and I've been playing this game for years now, 6 years now, and I did not know shrimp was in the game. All this time. Look at that. Ain't no spawn. No zombies spawned. Now, before I get out of here, I'm gonna try to get out of here quicker. Before I get out of here, watch they drop and spawn out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it's gonna be full. I'm gonna come here, I gotta catch hell getting out of here. They need to fix that in the next patch. Sometimes it amazes me, all these patches and still some of the simplest crap doesn't get patched. Gilly rifle wrap, 760 by 54. Oh, I'll keep the 5.56, 5.54, whatever the heck. Okay, looks like the coast is still clear. I wonder when it's empty like that. Does that mean players have already been here, or is there any players that are near other than yourself? I know sometimes they say when food spawns or something like that, that means a player is near, or something like that. Like off the tree, like the apples and stuff like that on Chernarus. I don't necessarily know how true that is. I never really put that to the test. Oh, see what I mean? You hear him now. Got a coat, bomber jacket. Okay, so after you catch your fish, what you want to do, I'm gonna hop this wall. What you want to do is you're gonna need to fillet it with your stone knife, steak knife, whatever you're using. All right. Then you're gonna build a fire. Now, this is how you kill two birds with one stone. You're gonna build the fire in a house. Do not step there in the woods in weather like this trying to cook your filleted fish. You're just gonna sit there and freeze, or it's gonna balance out. No. You want to be in an enclosed area where it's harder for them to take a shot out at you. See, when you like if you fish now from there, get your fish, run all the way over here, and build a fireplace. You are wide open to get shot from everywhere, and that's a hecka dangerous. Over here on Military Island, you really don't want to be wide open here on Military Island. I'm telling you. I'm going to grab some firewood here. down to 1+. I gotta get that heat buff back. So I'm gonna grab firewood here. Actually, I can go ahead and make the fireplace now and just carry it up there. And if we run into trouble, I'll drop the fireplace and deal with it accordingly. That's how you do it. All I need is 2 logs. Logs burn slower. Fire lasts a lot longer with logs than sticks. Although you can probably make it last about the same if you use a bunch of sticks. But I feel like it burns a lot slower using logs. That was a shadow. Thought it was somebody walking out of the... The coast looks clear over there. I'm gonna see if there's anything in here. If there's anything to loot or anything inside this trailer or whatever you call it. Nope, nothing. Always hit the vicinity if you're not sure, because things glitch out. Things still glitch out and will be hard to see and things like that, even after all these damn patches. So it is what it is. But anyway, what you want to do is make yourself a fireplace. I'm showing you what to do. It's like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, you're gonna come in here, wherever you're at. Make sure it's a house, a building, or whatever. Preferably one with a chimney or an oven. That's the best. All right. Open this. Place your fireplace there, because the door is broken, but this one isn't. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna clear the building, right? Because someone, you never know if someone, there's a ski mask. I need to repair mines, but I'm gonna do that in front of the fire. So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Don't do one without the other. You can, but I recommend you not. Do not do that. All right, clear this room. Clear. No, I pretty much figured it was clear anyway, but it's just you never know. People will creep up on you. You'll think the coast is clear and it won't be. And then it's too late. Or if you got the reflexes of a cat and the speed of a mongoose, cool points if you figure out where I got that from. Then you may still be able to deal with the situation accordingly. Alright, so you clear the building. This is clear, so we're safe for now. At least from inside threats. There's always a chance when you're cooking that provided, see, you're using an oven or a chimney. The oven is more likely there's an exhaust system so that the house doesn't explode. So it's a chimney, meaning other players can see the smoke. I don't need to cook anything. I'm good. So I'm just using it for warmth. But basically you would take your fish fillet, your cutlets, and whichever you choose. Smoking, basically you're making jerky, all right? And your food will last long. Cooking, of course, you'll bake it, grill it. It comes up as baked, but it's grilling in real life, all right? All right? So you grill it, whatever you choose. If you put it in the pot, well, you roast it. It says roasting. It says roasting up there. So you put it in the pot. Take this pot out because we're gonna have ourselves a little snacky snack. You take the pot. This is the stove, yes. Basically, if you find the stove and you find a gas tank, you combine it with the pot. You now have a portable gas stove. That's another thing that's OP, which means you will not need a fireplace to cook your food. Yes, that means you can cook your food anywhere. Your character's starving. You're completely out of food. You need to fish. You fish. You have your stove, providing it's full of water. Make sure it's full of water. Clean water. Well, boiling it purifies it. So, but ideally, come on, you want clean water, right? Right. Anyway, you fill it with water. You put your cutlets in there. Or I have it here, the seafood boil. Put your seafood boil in. And put your seafood in. Then have yourself a seafood boil going on. You switch it on. Switch on. Boom. You have a seafood boil. Once you hear the sound changes to like a boiling, And sometimes the smoke will look different. Like, obviously, you want to keep check on it. And when it says boiled, cut it off. You'd hate to, of course, yes, you can fish and get some more. But honestly, you'd hate to waste food, especially in a game like this. Come on, now. You don't want to do that. Alright, we're going to have some brisket spread here. Finish that off. A little snacky snack. I've been running at full speed about 20 minutes, so I want to put those, calories back, right? Right. Alright, so next I'm going to, oh, that's right. So busy dropping tips and tricks to you guys. I'll repair my mask here. Ski mask. Get that back up to best installation and not medium. Although medium will suffice when you first spawn. You want everything to try to be high and best installation, especially on Sakal, so you don't freeze. And then it'll hurt your I need some epoxy putty for my helmet. That's what I need. Let me take this out just in case somebody wanders in while I'm doing my commentary. Just happen to stroll in. I've had that happen before. I've had a dude literally spawn in the game right in front of me. What are the chances of that happening? That you end up in a building that someone left the game on, they hop back on, not expecting you to be there, and you're not expecting him to spawn in. Both of your hearts skip a beat when the situation arises. I'm sure that's what happened. Mine sure did. I was just starting to hit the record button. Getting myself together to record the video. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And my name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and the series grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.